Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting game of Inside Pitch. This is the 1985 Pennant race. Today's date is September 30th, the last day of the month of September. We are at Dodger Stadium for a very crucial game in the National League West between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. What is at stake? The Dodgers have already clinched the National League West. The Expos clinched the East yesterday with a loss to the Cardinals in an amazing game that I think you guys should check earlier because the Mets lost as well. They clinched their division. The Padres, however, are 83 and 72, are pretty much one game back of the Reds for third place. The Astros right now hold second. So this is a very important game for the Padres. The Dodgers with a 4-game lead over Montreal for number one seed throughout, which means the World Series would be held in Dodger Stadium if it gets that far. A very important game between these two teams here in the National League West. Lots at stake. The Mets and Cardinals are tied at 87 wins each. The Phillies are 5 back. In the American League, the Yankees have a 3-game lead on the Blue Jays. Boston is in third with 83 wins. Tigers 1 game, Milwaukee 2 games. In the National League, in the American League West, the Twins captured the division. They got their division championship. They are 3 games behind the Yankees for number 1 in the American League. The Mariners are second place. The Angels have a nice spot in third place in the American League West. The Oakland Athletics and Kansas City are both 4 games behind California. They're running out of time, but anything can happen in 10-minute ticker. Philip Reynolds and Steeler fan join us here at Dodgers Stadium for tonight's big game between the Padres and the Dodgers. Very important game today. We shall see what happens. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers tonight is Fernando Valenzuela, 17 wins, 10 losses, a 2.45 ERA. He gets the call for the Dodgers. Very important matchup. Padres want to win to stay close to the Reds. Dodgers trying to clinch number 1 seed throughout the entire playoffs. Let's see what happens tonight. Leading off the top of the first for the Padres will be shortstop Gary Templeton. It was a crazy game earlier today. That Cardinals and Expos game was nuts. If you've not seen it, please watch it, but be prepared. It is 2 hours long. Valenzuela will pitch to start the game. 4-6, strikeout chance. 11, he will get him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Valenzuela. Dodger Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts, takes away 2 from walks. Next batter for the Friars, second baseman Jerry Royster, batted .281 that year in '85. Valenzuela, 1-3, that's a blank. Royster with the swing, 6-2, star 5, and he flies out to center. That's out number 2. Valenzuela had 208 strikeouts in '85. Next up, right fielder Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer, absolutely, Mr. Padre. He batted .317 in '85. Valenzuela, 6-5 at the park. Dodgers Stadium says 4-5, and that's going to be a ground out to second and a 1-2-3 inning. Go the Padres. Starting pitcher for the Padres tonight, LaMarr Hoyt, 16 wins, 8 losses, 3.47 ERA. So both aces on the mound tonight in this big game in the National League West. Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop Mariano Duncan. He batted .244 in '85. Big game here. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 2-1. Hit by pitch. The 18 is going to be high. Duncan will swing 5-3. Base hit right back up the middle through the box. And Duncan will hold it first on a leadoff single. Nice way to start for the boys in blue, although they're actually wearing their home whites. Next batter for the Dodgers, center fielder Kenny Landreau. 12 home runs, 2.68 ERA. Let's see if Strat says anything. That is a 15. There is nothing. Hoyt will pitch to Landreau. That's a 1-1 possible error. Landreau will swing 2-4. That's a star 5. It's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to McReynolds. His error rating is a 3. That's a 15. He will make the catch. Out number 2 with not a problem. Out number 1, I should say. 1 out. And the next up for the Dodgers is third baseman Bill Madlock, who came over on the trade from the Pirates late in the year. Let's see. Strat says an 8. Nothing happened. Well, actually, that's an 8. That's going to be a hit and run possibility. Why not? They're going to do it. Hit and run attempt. Mariano Duncan will take off. Let's see what happens. Hit and run. LaMarr Hoyt, 6-1. That's a range play. Madlock takes a swing, 3-5, and that's a single to third base, but it is a range play. The ball is hit to Kurt Bavacqua. His range is a 3, but with the infield halfway, it's a 2. And he won't make it. Is it a single or a double? That's going to be a single. On a hit and run, Mariano Duncan is base running, add 2 to the base running. That becomes a 6 instead of a 4. He will make it to third easily, and Madlock goes to first. And that is a base hit. And puts runners at the corners here in the bottom of the first. Next batter, the original beast mode left fielder, Pedro Guerrero. 33 home runs for the Dodgers that year. Strat says an 8. Nothing happening. LaMarr Hoyt will pitch to Guerrero. The infield will stay halfway. The Padres will try to get 2 outs for the run. Let's see what happens. 5-1. That's a double question mark. Guerrero's a righty. Only on a 1, it's an automatic out. That's a 7. It doesn't happen, so Guerrero does get to swing. That's a 3-5, and that's going to be a star 3 and a ground ball to short. It's a ground ball to short. Duncan's base running rating is a 4. With the infield halfway, it becomes a 3. They're going to send him home. The Padres are going to try for 2. Ground ball double plating 4. Rating of 4. Nothing from Hoyt. It's a 5. The pivot rating for second base of Royster's a 0. A 1-5. The Padres will get out of the inning. And they do. Shortstop to second to first. Double play, inning over. As the Padres make the right defensive call. And they get the double play. 2 hits are allowed. But that is all. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Padres, Steve Garvey. Garvey's at first base. Pitch from Valenzuela. 2-5. That's a range play. Garvey gets to swing 5-6. That's a star 1. It's a grounder to second base. Range play. Sachs is at second. He has a 3. And he won't make it. That's going to be a base hit for Garvey. Garvey gets a base hit. He hits it out of the range of Steve Sachs. The Padres start with a man on first. San Diego historically won this game 6-4. There were 18 hits and 2 errors in the ball game historically. Infield halfway. Next up for the Friars, Carmelo Martinez. He is in left field. Checking on a strat. And that is a 3. Nothing happening. Valenzuela will pitch. 3-5. Strikeout chance. 11 is high. Carmelo will swing. 3-3. Fly out to left. Out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Kevin McReynolds. 15 home runs for the Padres that year. Checking strat again. This time again it's an 8. Nothing play, no play. Valenzuela, 1-3. That's a blank. McReynolds gets the swing. 5-2. That's a ball at the right field. That is an 8. Against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Kevin McReynolds. Garvey's base running rating is a 2. The ball is hit to right field, and that is Marshall. He adds 1. It's a 3 and a -1 on a double to right. So a 1-2, Garvey will score. 3-5, he holds. A 6, someone's out. That is a 3. He will hold at third. He will not come in to score, but the Padres are in business. Runners at second and third for third baseman Kurt Bavacqua. Another great baseball name right there. Kurt Bavacqua. Batted .239. Runners at second and third. The infield is going to play. They're going to play back. Garvey's base running rating is a 2. And they're going to try to just get the out. Don't know if Garvey will go. Probably will use a decider die to decide if he goes or not. Still rolling a strat. That's a 4. No play. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 2-6. And against a righty, that's an automatic out. It's going to be a star 2 and a ground ball to third. Let's see if Garvey goes. Garvey has a 1-2 base running rating. He is back, so it actually adds 2 to that. So a 1-4, Garvey will come in, will try to score. It is a 2 and he's going. And the Padres, it would be a 1-4, and for the Dodgers, a 1-4 to get him out at home. They're going to take the out at first and get Bavacqua out and allow the run to come in. So Garvey does come in to score on the run. They kick the out. The ball was hit. The ball was hit to third base. McReynolds, the only way he's going to go to third is on a 6. And he doesn't. He holds at second. But the Padres to take a 1-0 lead, and there are now 2 outs. Next batter up will be the catcher, Bruce Bochy. McReynolds on at second, 1-0 Padres. Nothing on the strat. Bochy's not going to bunt with 2 outs. Valenzuela will pitch to Bochy. That's a 5-4. That's a blank. Bochy gets the swing, 1-3, and he flies out to right. That will end the inning. 1 run for the Padres on a couple of hits. Going to the bottom of the second. C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter joins us here at Dodgers Stadium, the jack of all trades and master of all. Bottom of the second here. Padres already up 1-0. Here is Mike Marshall leading off for the Dodgers in right field. Yep, Padres are looking decent, but they are behind in the standings right now. The Padres are 1 game back of the Reds for third place in the National League West. Remember, top 3 make my playoffs. Hoyt will pitch. 1-2, that's a walk chance. The 7 is too high. Marshall has a 7, but -2 from Dodger Stadium makes it a 5. He will swing, though, 5-4, and he flies out to left. That is out number 1. Here's the catcher, Mike Scioscia. Scioscia batted .296 for the Dodgers that year. Hoyt with the pitch, 3-3 against the lefty, blank. Scioscia will swing, 2-5, star 2, ground out to third. Second out right there. That brings up first baseman Greg Brock. Brock had 21 home runs in '85. Hoyt coming up with the pitch. 6-3, error on a throw. Brock will swing, 6-6, star 6, and that's a fly ball to right field. And, of course, there will be no error there, and that will do the inning. 3 up and 3 down for Hoyt. 1-0 Padres after 2. Top of the third coming up. Leading off for the Padres is the pitcher, LaMarr Hoyt, batted .063 that year. Valenzuela, 6-3. That's a blank. Hoyt's going to get the swing. 3-2, and he grounds it right back to Valenzuela, who tossed it over to first for the out. One man down. That will bring up Templeton. Templeton struck out his last time up. Valenzuela, 3-4. That's a strikeout chance. That's good. Templeton will go down on strikes again. Struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Valenzuela. 2 quick outs right there. And here's Jerry Royster. Royster 0 for 1. Valenzuela, 3-4. Strikeout chance there. The 12 is high. Royster will swing 2-5 against the lefty. That's going to be a double laced into center field. Royster smacks one right into the gap. He has a nice 2-out double. And that's not bad when you have the next batter coming up. And that, of course, is Tony Gwynn. And I know Tony Porter knows how good Tony Gwynn was. He was an absolute master of disaster at the plate. Royster on its second. The infield will stay back. The only strat is a pickoff chance. That's an 18, not happening. Valenzuela will pitch to Gwynn. Cody Travis joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 4-3 strikeout chance. 19, way out of the park. Gwynn gets the swing. 6-5, ground ball, second base. And the throw will go to first to end it there. No runs, a quick double, but that's all the Padres can master. We go to the bottom of the third in this very important National League West matchup. The Dodgers have a 5-game lead on the Expos for number 1 throughout the National League, and actually they lead the whole baseball world, so the Dodgers would have home field throughout. Padres 1 game back of the Reds for third. They need to win today, and depending what happens with Cincinnati and Houston tonight. Lots of important action in the 10-minute ticker, of course, tonight. And, of course, we're approaching the last few days of the season. Bottom of the third. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Steve Sax. Sax batted .279. Pitch to Sax. 3-6 from LaMarr Hoyt. Strikeout chance. Got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Hoyt. He only had 83 of them in 1985. Really not a hard thrower. But he had a very good curve and a very nasty slider. Here's Fernando Valenzuela. He will bat. He batted .216 as a pitcher. Good hitter. Hoyt with the pitch. 6-5. Strikeout chance. 7. Got him. Valenzuela didn't strike out much as 6. But the one from Dodger Stadium makes it a 7. That's a 7. He gets Fernando. Out number 2. Second strikeout for Hoyt. Here's Duncan. Duncan 1 for 1 with a leadoff base hit. Hoyt with the pitch. 3-2. Against the lefty switch. That's a blank. Duncan will swing. 1-4. Base hit to right. Duncan has his second hit of the game. A 2-out base knock for Duncan keeps the inning alive. A chance now for Kenny Landreau. Landreau flew out his last time up, 0 for 1. There is a strat roll, and that is a 5. Duncan, yeah, why not? 7 stolen base rating, 17. -1 is 16. The catcher is Bochy. He adds 2. So a 1-18 for Duncan to steal second. Why not? Duncan takes off, and he's safe by a mile. He's safe in there, pretty much slides in there and slides in standing up. Duncan's safe at second with a stolen base. Why not? He's got the ability, might as well send him. Now we'll re-roll the strat to see if there's another chance. That is a 4. 7 divided by 2 is a 3.5. No steal. Duncan will stay at second base with 2 outs. Hoyt will pitch to Landro. And that is a 2-4. That's a blank. Landro gets to swing 3-5, and he flies out to left. And that does the inning. So no runs and a hit. A stolen base for the Dodgers, but that's all they get. After 3, 1-0 Friars. You got it, Phillip. Top of the 4th inning coming up. Here's Steve Garvey. Garvey singled his last time up, 1 for 1. Valenzuela will pitch. 6-4. That's a strikeout chance. Got him on a 3. Not a problem. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Fernando. Fernando Mania still strong here in 85 for the Dodgers. Here's Martinez. Martinez 0 for 1. Valenzuela 3-5. That's a strikeout chance, but the 15 is high. Martinez will swing 3-4, flies out to left. Out number 2, and now here's K-Mac. Future Met, of course. Kevin McReynolds doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 1. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 3-4. Strikeout chance. 17 is high. McReynolds gets to swing. 6-2. That's a star 1, and he grounds out to second. And a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando. Bottom of the 4th. 1-0 still Padres. Here's Bill Madlock. Madlock singled his last time up. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 4-6 wild pitch. Ball 1. Do it again. Hoyt. 2-3. That's a blank. Madlock gets the swing. 4-1. Star 4. He flies out to left. Nice job by Hoyt to get still the dangerous Madlock. Out number 1. Here's Pedro Guerrero, as I like to call him, the original beast mode, as he was ripped. Ripped for a guy in 1985. Hoyt will pitch to Guerrero. And that's a 5-2 range play. Guerrero gets the swing, 1-5. That's a fly ball to right field. Tony Gwynn is out there. His range is a 3. And he can't get it. Single or double. That's going to be a double for Pedro Guerrero as he hits it through, shoots the gap between Gwynn and K-Mac. Runner on second. Double for Pedro Guerrero. Dodgers have a man there. It will bring up Mike Marshall. Marshall 0 for 1. Infield will stay normal. There is a chance. I'll take a look, see what it says. An 18. There is nothing on it. So Hoyt will pitch to Marshall. And that's a 3-2 against the righty. Automatic out. Star 2. That's a star 2, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. Throw goes to first for out number 2. Guerrero's base running rating is a 3. The only way he can get to third is on a 6. And he doesn't, so he'll stay there. 2 outs. Now it's up to Scioscia. Scioscia's 0 for 1. Guerrero on its second. 1-0 Padres. I am rolling a strat. At 18, nothing happening. Hoyt will go ahead and pitch to Scioscia. That's a 6-3. Error on a throw. Scioscia will swing 5-6. And that's an infield single to short. That's going to be a base hit. And it's hit to Templeton. His error rating is an 8. That's a 1. And we will have a throwing error. Question is it going to get by the first baseman? The throw's going to go to first. Guerrero automatically makes third. Socha makes first automatically. The throw, though, it's a throwing error. So the throw went to first. That's Garvey. His range is a 3. If he doesn't make this, the ball gets by him. The runners will get an extra base. And he makes it. Wow. A bad throw by Templeton, who throws to Garvey at first base, but Garvey prevents the ball from going back there, and that is an error on the throw on an infield single, but the only batters only get a base. You know what? I did that wrong. It's not a ground ball error. It's an infield single error. The runners automatically get the base. My bad. Guerrero does come in to score, and Socha does go to second. It is a bad throw. There is no range play on that. Only on a grounder. We're tied at 1. Good thing I double-check my chart sometimes. We're tied at 1. That was an error on a throw. It was a single, not a grounder. So that is a base hit and an E6, which allows Guerrero to score on the error and Socha to go to second. We're tied at 1. First error on the Padres. Good thing I looked, because that was a single, not a ground out. So that is an infield single with 1 extra base advancement on a bad throw, which it was. So that is a throwing error. Socha goes to second. Tied at 1 with 2 outs. Here's Greg Brock. Runner on second. Of course, that run is unearned for Hoyt. They will roll a strat, and that is a 5. Nothing happening there. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 4-2, and that is going to be a blank. He's not tired. Brock gets to swing 6-6, star 6, and a fly out to right, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits and an error. At the end of 4, we're tied at 1. That was a base hit, not a grounder. Although if it was a grounder, it still would have had the same result. We go to the top of the 5th, tied at 1. Here's Kurt Bavacqua leading off for the Padres. Bavacqua is 0 for 1. A big error on Gary Templeton allows the Dodgers to tie this game up. Valenzuela with the pitch, 5-2. That's a range play. Bavacqua will swing 5-3. That's a fly ball center field. The ball is hit to Landro. His range is a 2. Nope, he ain't going to get it, and that's going to be a base hit for Bavacqua. That's a single. Bavacqua shoots it in front of Landro, way in front of him. Landro could not get there. The Padres get the leadoff runner on. Infield halfway, here is Bruce Bochy. Bochy is 0 for 1. Checking on a strat. There's no steal or hit and run, but there can be a pickoff chance, and it's not there. A 16, though. Bochy could bunt Bavacqua over to second, though. With nobody out, why not? Bochy's going to go ahead and lay down the bunt. He's going to lay the bunt down. Valenzuela will pitch 6-3. That's a blank. Bunt on the way. And that is a 6. The ball is bunted at right at the catcher's plate. That is a 2. And that's going to be a good bunt with not a problem. Bavacqua will go to second, and Bochy is out at first. Out number 1. Maybe that wasn't so smart because I forgot the next batter is LaMarr Hoyt, the pitcher. What do I know? Bavacqua goes to second on the bunt. Hoyt's going to swing away. That might not have been the brightest idea I've had. So, oh well, already done. My bad. Valenzuela will pitch. That is a sacrifice hit to the plate. Let's see if Strat comes up. Now Hoyt can bunt it away, but now I think you let him. I don't think you let him swing. You know what? Let LaMarr Let him swing. Screw it. Infield is back. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 3-6. He might get lucky, but not with a strikeout chance. And Hoyt, that 9 is good. He struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Valenzuela as the announcer and manager of this game blew it. Here's Gary Templeton. Templeton is 0 for 2, made a big error in the last inning to allow the Dodgers to tie the game. Bavacqua on at second. Strat says an 11, nothing happening. Maybe Templeton can make it up. Valenzuela with the pitch. 2-6 against the switcher to right. That's an automatic out. It's going to be a star 2 and a ground out to third, and that will end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit. A dumbass bunt by me, which I should not have done with Bavacqua. But that's okay because then the pitcher comes up to bat. But what do you know? That's why I don't manage in baseball. Halfway through the game, tied at 1. Bottom of the 5th. Steve Sachs will bat for the boys in blue. Sachs is 0 for 1. Hoyt will pitch. That's a 3-2 against the righty. It's an automatic out. Star 5, fly out to center. One man down, and here's Valenzuela. Valenzuela is 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Hoyt with the pitch, 1-1, possible error. Valenzuela will swing, 6-3. That's a fly ball to center field. The ball is at the McReynolds. His error rating is a 3. That's a 16. He's got it, out number 2. As he will get underneath that to make the catch. And now a chance for Mariano Duncan. Duncan is 2 for 2, 2 singles. Hoyt with the pitch, 1-3 against the lefty switch. That's a blank. Duncan will swing 4-1, and that's a fly out to right. The inning will end there. So Hoyt goes 1-2-3. And at the end of 5, we're tied at 1. Well, thank you very much there, Cody. Top of the 6th, Fernando Valenzuela will pitch to Jerry Royster. Very important game here in the National League West. Padres trail the Reds by 1 game for third. Dodgers, a 5-game lead on the Expos for first place for home field throughout. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 5-3. That's a walk chance. The 19 is high. Royster gets the swing, 5-1. Base hit right past second. Padres have the leadoff runner on. Royster gets his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3. A chance now for Tony Gwynn. Gwynn is 0 for 2. Infield halfway. Strat roll a 2. Royster, stealing base 11. -1 is a 10. Socia 0. Jerry Royster, a 1-10 chance to steal second. No. I'll let Gwynn hit. Valenzuela will pitch to Gwynn. And that's a 6-4. That's a strikeout chance. 18 is high. Gwynn gets the swing. 6-5. Ground ball to second base. Is this 2? Double play rating 2. 0-3. Shortstop for the Dodgers. Duncan, -1. So a 1-2, the Padres turn it. Nope. And that's going to be a 3. Royster's base running rating is a 3, but because the infield is halfway, it becomes a 2. Royster is thrown out at second. The relay is not fast enough to get Gwynn. That's out number 1 on the fielder's choice. Next up is Garvey. Gwynn on it first. Strat says a 1. Again, a steal attempt, but I'm going to let Gwynn stay there and let Garvey swing away. Valenzuela will pitch. And that's a 3-1 strikeout. 15 is high. Garvey gets the swing. 6-4, star 5, and that's a fly out to center field. Flies out to center for the second out. And now the infield moves back. Here's Carmelo Martinez. He's 0 for 2. Strat is a 19, nothing happening. Dave Little joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. As he got here before the beer stand closed. Yes, you did. Valenzuela will pitch to Martinez. And that is a 3-1 strikeout chance. 8. Got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Valenzuela. Inning ends. No runs. There is a hit. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Still tied at 1. Ken Landreau will lead off for the Dodgers. Landreau is 0 for 2. LaMarr Hoyt getting ready to pitch. Pitch on the way, 5-2. That's a range play. Landreau gets the swing, 1-5. It's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Bavacqua. His range is a 3, and he won't get it. And that is going to be a single for Landreau. It gets by him into right field. Landreau gets a hit. Not Bavacqua, Garvey. But Garvey is a range of 3 anyway, so it still wouldn't have made it. Base hit for Landreau. Landreau on at first. And here's Madlock. Madlock is 1 for 2 with a single, infield halfway. See with a strat, that is a 2. Landreau's going to try to steal. 15 minus 1 is 14. Bochy plus 2, 16. A 1-16 Landreau steals second. He's safe. Landreau gets the stolen base. Second stolen base of the game for the Dodgers. Landreau on at second. Now the double play is taken out of effect. Re-rolling a strat. That's a 19. This time nothing happening. Madlock is not going to bunt. So he will hit away. Hoyt will pitch. And that's a 3-5. That's a blank. Madlock gets the swing. 5-2. Line drive to second. Do they get the double play? That is a 6, and no, they do not. Landreau gets back. Out number 1. Gets back there, 1 out. Now the batter is Pedro Guerrero. Checking a strat again, and that is a 5. And that is going to be nothing there. So Hoyt will pitch to Guerrero. 1 out. Hoyt, 2-5. And that is a home run with a question mark. That's not good with Guerrero. Guerrero is a righty. 1-8, it clears. That's a 5. Guerrero is a 20. Kaboom! That ball is out of here. Pedro Guerrero hits one high, hits one deep to center field, and it is out of here. Beast mode comes through with a clutch 2-run homer, and the Dodgers lead 3-1. LaMarr Hoyt made the mistake, and Guerrero just pounded pitchers that year, and that is a 2-run jack. It is gone. 3-1 Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Mike Marshall. 3-1 Dodgers. There's one out. Bottom of the sixth inning, LaMarr Hoyt can't believe it. Marshall will bat against Hoyt. Pitch from Hoyt, 2-2. That's a strikeout chance. Got him. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for LaMarr Hoyt. 2 outs. And here's Mike Scioscia. Scioscia's 1 for 2. Singled and got to second base on an error. Hoyt will pitch to Scioscia. That's a 5-2. That's a range play. Scioscia gets to swing, 4-2. Star 3, a ground ball to short. Templeton's range is a 4. And he's got it. Easily makes the play, throws to first to retire the side. 2 runs for the Dodgers on 2 hits. A 2-run jack by Pedro Guerrero. After 6, 3-1 Dodgers. Trying to change history in this game. The Padres historically won it 6-4. We go to the top of inning number 7. Kevin McReynolds will bat against Valenzuela here. McReynolds is 1 for 2. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 1-3. That's a blank. McReynolds will swing, 6-4, star 3. He grounds it to short. That's out number 1. The next batter is Kurt Bavacqua. Bavacqua's 1 for 2. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 6-2. Strikeout chance. 15 is high. Bavacqua will swing. 1-5. Popped out to short. Out number 2. Valenzuela pitching very well tonight. And here's Bruce Bochy. Bochy is 0 for 2. Valenzuela will swing. Will pitch. That's a 4-1. Strikeout chance. Got him on a 9. Struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for Valenzuela. And the inning ends on a 3-up and 3-down. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Dodgers lead the Padres 3-1. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. What have we got on the schedule tomorrow? Well, we got some big games. It's going to be a New York kind of day. In the morning for October 1st, we will have the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. Jamie Kokenauer goes for the Brewers. Joe Niekro will pitch for the Yankees in a very important game in the American League East. So Milwaukee will take on the Yankees in the morning. But at night, we once again stay with New York, only this time it'll be the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals in a huge game on October 2nd. It will be Dwight Gooden versus Joaquin Andujar. That is Dwight Gooden's last appearance of the regular season for that year. So what a schedule tomorrow. Brewers at the Yankees, Mets at the Cardinals. That is tomorrow's matchup for October 1st and 2nd. So don't miss those games. So for all you Yankee fans and or Yankee haters, don't miss that matchup. And of course, all you Mets fans out there, you all better be Mets fans. All right, we'll see how they do against the Cardinals at night. That's going to be a heck of a game, and we'll see after 2 10-minute tickers, we'll see where they stand. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers lead 3-1 here over the Padres. Greg Brock leads off. LaMarr Hoyt is due to bat first in the 8th. He is not tired yet. They're going to see if he can get him through the inning. LaMarr Hoyt will pitch to Brock. Brock is 0 for 2. 6-6. That is a straight home run check. That's not what you want. Brock is against a righty. That's a 20. Blam! That's out of here. Home run, Greg Brock. Greg Brock steps up in the batter's box. LaMarr Hoyt pitches Brock a meatball, and he turns it into lasagna. It is out of here. Stadium cheers. Yay! 4-1 Dodgers. LaMarr Hoyt gives up his second home run of the game, 1 to Guerrero and 1 to Brock. Brock did have 21 of them last night in 85. The next batter is Steve Sachs. And that's going to be it for LaMarr Hoyt, as they are not going to go any further. He is done. The Padres will go to the bullpen. And let's see who they're going to bring out. They got right-left switch. I think they'll go with another righty. Let's see who they want to bring out to pitch. It's a 4-1 game right now. I think they'll go with Roy Lee Jackson, 2-3, 2 saves, a 2.70 ERA. Roy Lee Jackson will pitch to Steve Sachs. Salvador America joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. Sachs will bat. He is 0 for 2. Pitch from Jackson, and that's a 4-5. That's a walk chance. The 14 is high. Sachs gets the swing. 3-4, and against the righty, base hit right past second. That's a single. Sachs gets his first hit of the game. The next batter is Fernando Valenzuela. Dodgers with a 4-run lead are going to let him hit. Infield is halfway. Let's see if the bunt comes on. That is a 9. His bunt rating's a 3. No, he will hit away. Runner on first. Jackson will pitch to Valenzuela. 1-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Fernando swings 2-1. He grounds 1 to short. Double play rating 3, 4, 5. Second base, Royster 0. 1-5, they turn double play. And they do. 6-4-3 double play, 2 outs. Next batter is Duncan. Duncan is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Salvador America says he's got his 77 and 80 inside pitch seasons. They are awesome, of course. 2 outs, 4-1. Jackson will pitch to Duncan. And that's a 4-3 against a switch left. That is an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground out to second base. And the retired will side. The Dodgers get 1 run on 2 hits. A home run by Greg Brock. After 7, 4-1 Dodgers. As we go to the top of the 8th, G-Puck joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. Fernando Valenzuela will come out to pitch. Roy Lee Jackson scheduled to hit. He will come out. The Padres will go to the bench. and see who the batter will be. And it's going to be Terry Kennedy pinch hitting against Fernando Valenzuela. So we'll see a new pitcher for the Padres in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Kennedy. He leads off. Top of the 8th. Valenzuela still pretty strong. Here's the pitch. 1-3. That's a blank. Kennedy gets the swing. 4-6. Fly out to left. Out number 1. And here's Gary Templeton. Templeton is 0 for 3. Valenzuela will pitch. 2-1. That's an error on a throw. Templeton will swing. 1-4. That's a line drive right to short. 2 outs. There is no throw on that one. That's an automatic out. 2 men down. And now here's Royster. Royster is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. Valenzuela will pitch. And that's a 2-3. And that is at the park. Dodger Stadium says 1-1, and that's going to be a ground out to second base. And the inning is over. A very nice job for Valenzuela. A 1-2-3 inning for him as he is pitching like he did back then. Well done for Valenzuela. Bottom of the 8th coming up. The Dodgers have left, right due up here. The Padres are going to go to the bullpen. Of course, they need a pitcher. They will bring up a righty. They're going to go with Lance McCullers. No wins, 2 losses, 5 saves, 2.31 ERA. McCullers' job, keep it simple, keep it 4-1. Bottom of the 8th inning. 10-minute ticker due up after the game. This game is not moving like the last one did. Of course, that game, I'm surprised I'll be surprised. I'm surprised I'm still not playing that game. 4-1. McCullers will pitch. That's a 1-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Landro, 6-1 against a righty. That is a fly out to left. He does have Special K, but that's a 16, so it is a fly out to left, out number 1. Here's Bill Madlock. Madlock is 1 for 3. McCullers with the pitch. 6-2, error on a grounder. Madlock will swing. 2-5. That is a ground ball to third base. The ball is hit to Bavacqua. Error rating is an 11. That's a 5, and he will make the error, and the throw goes wide of the bag. Madlock will be safe. And that is an E5 on Bavacqua. Allows a runner to make base, and that is the second error on the Padres. In the original game, the Dodgers made the 2 errors. In this game, the Padres have made the 2 errors. Madlock safe at first on an error. So he will hold it first. And now here's Pedro Guerrero, who the fans here at Dodger Stadium give him a nice hand as he blasted a 2-run jack his last time up. Infield is halfway. There is no strat except for pickoff. But since there is no strat, there's no pickoff chance. So no strat roll. McCullers will pitch to Guerrero. 1-2. Walk chance. 4. Got him. It's a walk. He walks Guerrero, and now the Dodgers are in business, maybe getting insurance. Runners at first and second for Mike Marshall. Dodgers have a chance to try to get some insurance runs here, leading 4-1. There is no strat. McCullers will pitch to Marshall. That's a 2-3, and against the righty, it's a blank. Marshall gets the swing. 2-1, star 2, a fly out to right. Now that is out number 2. Madlock, a fly out to right. The only way he gets On a 1-2, we'll get the third. The only way he's out is on a 6-6. And that is a 1. He does get the third as the ball was hit deep enough, and Madlock will hold the third. There are 2 outs. A chance now for Mike Scioscia. Runners at the corners. Scioscia is 1 for 3. He reached on first base and was available on an error and got an extra base on an error. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Infield is normal. No strat roll. McCullers will pitch. And that's a 3-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Scioscia gets to swing. 2-1. Single into center field. That's a base hit. Madlock will come in to score. Guerrero's base running rating is a 3 with 2 outs of 4. Single to center field. -1 is a 3. Center fielder McReynolds -1 is a 2. A 1-2. Guerrero gets the third. 3-5 he holds. 6. Someone's out. And that is a 4. He will hold at second. Guerrero holds at second base, but the Dodgers do get that insurance run and now lead 5-1. And now Greg Brock. Brock is 1 for 3. He hit a home run his last time up. 2 outs. And McCullers right now not getting it done, but they're going to leave him out there. It's a 5-1 lead now. G-Puck says he's liking the game. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. There is no strat. McCullers, 3-1 against the lefty. Walk plus. That 18 is good. He walked him, and the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. And now here's Steve Sax with 2 outs. Dodgers looking to put the Padres away. And I think this will be McCullers' last batter probably no matter what. He will be tired after Sax. Bases loaded. They're going to ask McCullers to see if he can get out of this inning. 2 outs, 5-1 Dodgers. No strat. McCullers will pitch. 6-4. Strikeout plus 8. Got him. Struck him out. McCullers gets the strikeout. And that ends the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. A huge error and a couple of walks. At the end of 8, 5-1 Dodgers. Will we see some 9th inning magic? We had lots of magic this morning in the game between the Cardinals and the Expos. Lots of magic. Let's see if any of that comes here tonight. Top of the 9th inning, 5-1. Derek Dodgers Royals fan says go Dodgers here at Dodgers Stadium. Fernando Valenzuela has 3 batters to face. Before being tired with a 5-1 lead, they're going to see if they can get him to go the distance. But he'll have to go up against Tony Gwynn, who leads off for the Friars. Gwynn, though, is 0 for 3. Valenzuela will pitch to Gwynn. Top of the 9th inning, 5-1. Dodger bullpen is ready, but Valenzuela, they're going to see if he can go the distance. That's a 3-6. Strikeout. 18 is high. Gwynn will swing. 2-5. Single past shortstop. That's a base hit. And the Padres get the leadoff man on. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning at RJL 518? I think not. The next batter will be Steve Garvey. The Padres get the leadoff runner on. It's 5-1, top of the 9th. They're going to stick with Valenzuela for a little while longer. There is no strat. There is no strat rule, and the Padres are running safe. Valenzuela will pitch. That's a 2-2. Home run, question mark. Garvey, a righty, a 1-13. That's a 16. It's too high. Garvey does get to swing, though. That's a 1-4, and he lifts a fly ball to right field. That's a 15 against a lefty. That's going to be a double for Garvey. Garvey gets a double. Runner safe. Gwynn will automatically hold at third. I will not send him. Gwynn will automatically be held up at third. You need base runners. So he holds at third, even though there was a chance to score. He'll stay put there. And the batter now is Carmelo Martinez. First time in the game, Valenzuela has given up 2 consecutive hits. How the Sox do on the morning ticker. The White Sox, unfortunately, let's see, how did they do? The White Sox, they beat the A's this morning. The White Sox are still, however, they're 5 games back of California for third. They still have to leapfrog. Oakland and Kansas City, who are 4 back. I don't think the White Sox are going to make it. Carmelo Martinez is the batter. Let's see if the Padres want to go with a pinch hitter here. He did bat .253. Martinez is 0 for 3. Let me see if I want to bring in a pinch hitter, and they are going to do so. Martinez is going to come out, which means I got to replace the left fielder. And they're going to have Tim Flannery pinch hit. So I'll need a left fielder, and that will probably be Miguel Delone. I'll probably put him to the side so I know where I got to put him in there. So Miguel Delone will probably go in at left. So Tim Flannery will bat, runners at second and third, and that's going to be it for Valenzuela. He is done. They tried to see if he can go the distance. He doesn't. The Dodgers will go to the bullpen. It is now a save situation, and they will go. Let's see. Flannery's a lefty, though. Let me see what I want to do here. You don't want to bring up a righty in this thing. They're going to go with Carlos Diaz. Diaz is going to come out to pitch, not Niedenfuhr. Carlos Diaz will pitch to Tim Flannery. And if you're thinking of maybe walking Flannery, no, you do not bring the tying run to the plate. The infield is going to play. The infield is going to play back. Dodgers are going to try to get the out. The runners on base don't mean anything. So Tim Flannery will go up against Carlos Diaz, top of the ninth, 5-1. Once again, ninth inning magic strikes. Diaz will pitch. There is no strat roll. Padres are still running safe. But I do make the call if a player has a chance to score. Pitch from Diaz, 6-5, strikeout 4. Got him! Struck out Flannery. What a K that was. Big strikeout by Diaz. Out number 1. Next batter is Kevin McReynolds. They will have him hit at 234. McReynolds is 1 for 3. He doubled. They're going to have him hit. 1 out. Infield staying back. Carlos Diaz. And they're going to bring in a new pitcher as Diaz did his job. Diaz is coming out. Now the Dodgers will bring in Tom Niedenfuhr. 7-9, 19 saves, 2.71 ERA. Tom Niedenfuhr will now pitch to Kevin McReynolds. Now the Padres will go to the bench as McReynolds is coming out. I'll need to replace a center fielder as well. Coming on to pinch hit will be Mario Ramirez with a 283 average. Need a center fielder, and that looks like it's going to be Al Bumbry probably. So 2 batters ready to go in if necessary. So Mario Ramirez will now go up against Tom Niedenfuer. A little better average, runners at second and third. 1 out. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping Niedenfuer can close it. Here comes the pitch. There's still no strat. Niedenfuer, 3-6. Range play at the park. Dodger Stadium, 6-2, star 3. A fly ball to right field. The ball is hit to Marshall. If you're a Dodger fan, that's not who you want to hit to. His range is a 1. Nope, he can't make it. And that is going to be a double for Mario Ramirez. Gwynn will come in to score. Garvey comes in to score. Ramirez on at second. Tying run to the plate, 5-3. Mario Ramirez gets a double. He hit it over Marshall's head. He holds it second. No strat roll, but a double clears the bases. Ramirez on its second, and the batter is Kurt Bavacqua. And will there be a pinch hitter? Yes, there will be a pinch hitter for Bavacqua. He's at third base. Greg Nettles will come up to pinch hit for him. He will also take over at third base if this game goes any further. Greg Nettles will come up to bat against Tom Niedenfuer. It's now a 5-3 ball game with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. So here's Nettles. Niedenfuer trying to maybe get this game over, but the Padres are saying, hey, this is a 9th inning. You know what happens here. Niedenfuer, there is still no strat. Niedenfuer will pitch. And that's a 6-2 against the lefty. It's a home run check. Nettles against the righty, a 1-14. That's a 17. He just missed a tying home run. He just missed it. But he does get to swing. And that is a 5-5. And against the righty, it's still a base hit past first. It's a single for Nettles. Mario Ramirez base running rating is a 3. Needs to be a 4 in order to get to home. With only 1 out, he will stay at third. Nettles misses a home run that would have tied it, but he'll hold at first base with a single. Fans here at Dodger Stadium can't believe what they're seeing. And now the batter is Bruce Bochy. He will hit. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Infield halfway. Dodgers are going to play for the double play. Unbelievable. Another crazy ending here. 2 runs already in for the Padres. Niedenfuer still trying to get this done. He has a couple of batters left before he's tired. Niedenfuer will pitch to Bochy. Infield halfway. What a ball game. Another crazy game here at RJL. 5-3 Dodgers. There's still no strat. Niedenfuer will pitch. And that's a 2-5. It's a blank. Bochy gets to swing. 2-1. It's a ground ball to second base. Does this end it? And Ramirez is coming home. Bochy, a double play rating of a 1. 0-2. Second base, Duncan, -1. Only on a 1 do they turn the double play and get out of it. Yes, they do. Second base throws to shortstop for 1. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. They turn the double play. Ball game. Dodgers win it. Holy cow, they needed a 1, and they got it. Double play, that's your game. 4-6-3 double play. Bochy can't believe it. He thought it was going to be a 5-4 game. But no, the Dodgers turn it and win this game 5-3. Final line score coming up. As Salvador America says, Dodgers escape. For the Dodgers, 5 runs on 10 hits and no errors. For the Padres, 3 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. One error was huge and actually led to a run. The winning pitcher is Fernando Valenzuela. LaMarr Hoyt takes the loss. Tom Niedenfuhrer does get the save as the Dodgers pull this out, escape with the tying runs on base. The Padres can't do it, just miss it, 5-3 Dodgers. Don't go away, 10-minute ticker coming up. So with the Dodgers beating the Padres, the Dodgers have 100-win season, a great year for them, and they now lead the Expos by 5.5 for home field throughout. San Diego, a tough loss now. Now they need Houston and Cincinnati to probably lose a game here for them to still be alive. They're running out of days. It is time for the 10-minute ticker. Brought to you by Replay Sports, FastScore Baseball. If none of you haven't heard about it, I have a link in the comments. Please check it out. This is, I think, the real best way to really simulate the background of baseball in a replay. We're going to start with California taking on the Royals. The Angels are 2 games back of Seattle. Kansas City absolutely must win this game to have any hope. California, though, has a 3. And that is a 43. That's a good roll. Actually, that's 3 runs. Kansas City has a 6. That's a 61. They're going to win that one with a 6. They're going to win it with 6 runs themselves. So Kansas City gets a gigantic win, which they needed. And now a chance for maybe Oakland to maybe catch up in a game on California, and a chance for the Mariners to get ahead by 3 games. White Sox taking on Minnesota. The Twins have already clinched the American League West, trail the Yankees for home field in the league by 3. The White Sox are now 5 games back to have any hope. They got to win this game. It's a 6 for the White Sox. That's a 41. That's not bad. That's 4 runs. Minnesota, though, has an 8. That's 66. That's the best roll you can get, and that is a 9. Minnesota will get their 89th win, and the White Sox now have officially a losing season. Still 5 back. They could not catch up to California. And they are 74-82. That's 160. That's 156 games. They are not eliminated. They are not eliminated yet, but they are facing it. Baltimore taking on the Yankees. But the Orioles have a 12. That is a 66, a great roll for the Orioles. They get 11 runs. Can the Yankees, a 16, do any better? Nope, not with a 12. They get crushed. It's an 11-1 win for the Orioles. So the Yankees, that's their first loss on this sheet. The Orioles get the win. Of course, the Orioles are out of it. But that allows Toronto a chance to gain a game on the Yankees. There weren't that many games played today. Oakland taking on Texas. The Whites, the A's are 4 back. They absolutely need to win. Oakland has a 21. And that is a 41. That's pretty good. That's going to be 6 runs for the A's. Texas has a 9. 14. Nope, that's not going to do it. It's going to be a 6-1 win for Oakland. And that puts Oakland now 3 games back of the Angels. They're not out of it yet. Atlanta taking on Houston. San Diego hoping the Astros lose this one. As we now switch to the National League, Atlanta, the Astros are a game ahead of Cincinnati, or actually a half game ahead of Cincinnati. Atlanta with an 8. That's a 64. That's a great roll for Atlanta on an 8. That's a 7. The Astros, though, have a 19. 41. That's 6 runs. 41 on a 19. 6 runs. No! Atlanta beats the Astros. Another tough loss for Houston against a team they should have beaten. Now, last game on the board, Cincinnati at San Francisco. Cincinnati now has a chance to retake it by a half game if they win. Cincinnati now a chance to retake second place. The Reds have an 11. And that's a 66. That is a 10 for the Reds. The Giants with a 3. There is no way they can win it. That's a 54. Not a chance. That is a 4. Reds beat the Giants, and the Reds retake second place. So the Reds have a half-game lead on the Astros again, and the Astros lead the Padres by 2 games. And that is all for your 10-minute ticker. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow, it is a New York day. Game 1 on the morning, October 1st, the Brewers will take on the Yankees. But the feature game is at night, 10:02. Mets take on the Cardinals. Dwight Gooden, his last 85 start. And what a game that could be, as the Mets and the Cardinals are tied at 87 and 69. And the Phillies absolutely need they're going to get somebody to lose. What a day we got tomorrow for baseball. Brewers and the Yankees, Mets and the Cardinals. 2 huge games tomorrow. What a day for Inside Pitch. A great game this morning, and now a great game tonight. If your team won today, congratulations. If not, there's always tomorrow. Salvador America, Steeler fan, G-Puck, Bob's Tabletop Sports, Derek Dodgers Royals fan. Let's see here, Philip Reynolds, Cody Travis, C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter. Thank you very much tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. It would be most appreciated. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Dodgers over the Padres tonight, 5-3. See you tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night, everyone.